Okay, it's September 9th. It's been raining and cold for a couple of weeks and fall is here. I am going to make a video to remember what I planted and where it is. So yes, put up a fence for some cows that are in the woods. But yes, here we have it. Tayberry, which is going to trellis on the fence. I found a ginkgo tree. And down here is I think it's a cherry seedling. Quince, sugar maple and something, and a little plum. Here is a seedling walnut, and I think this is a plum tree. Over there is a hazelnut, blackberries, some oaks. This is a plum tree. I think this is just flowers, and this is hops. Yellow cherry and a blackberry. This is a pear tree. And up here we found, I think these are 2-year-old oaks. There's oaks coming up everywhere, which is cool. Plum tree, oaks, more little oaks, another plum tree. This is walnut. There's one more over there. This is a chestnut, I think, and another chestnut. Elderflower, my new swale. And these are also chestnuts, but not the one you eat. The one you can make soap from. I think this is a cherry. Rhubarb. And here is a butterfly bush. Another butterfly bush here. A bunch of flowers, blackberries, quince, which I think is dead. More blackberries, another walnut, blackberries, gooseberry, and Nanking cherry. This is a plum, I think. And here is mulberry and a blackberry and sea buckthorn. This is the first tree I planted, which is a walnut, a gooseberry, oat roots or something, and that's a yellow raspberry. Elderflower, and a sea buckthorn. This is a plum tree, I think. This is Jerusalem artichokes. More yellow raspberries and an apple tree, I think. There's another apple tree behind there. A berry bush, something. More blackberry, a wild pear. Fruit tree. and a sea buckthorn and blackberry. This is a pear tree and another yellow raspberries. This is a air pruned bed with 3 seedlings in. A lot of different things. And this is buffalo berries. Honeyberry, I think. I don't know. Horseradish, raspberries. A fruit thing. And this is a little plum tree, which is not very happy. This rhubarb is gone to sleep for this season. I think this is an apple tree and another sea buckthorn. And up here we have another sea buckthorn and my water tank, which I filled with a pipe from a little lake over there. And another honeyberry. Gooseberries, an onion thing. Blackberries. This rhubarb is. This is something. My pumpkins. We got about 15 pumpkins out of here, and this massive one. And up here we have a cedar tree, dill, gooseberries, another cedar tree. It's a little green plum tree. There's a bunch of radishes. There was potatoes before. And here is all small tree seedlings. Hazelnuts. There's a gooseberry there. And some maples, more hazelnuts, plum trees. Hundreds of trees. This is a pear tree, I think, with a sea buckthorn. More fruit trees, some oaks, walnuts, a bunch of trees that we are going to move this fall. There's a grape climbing up here. And these cool sunflowers. There is a rhubarb, a red hazelnut, another red hazelnut. I had potatoes here, and now this is a plum tree, I think. This is my other butterfly bush. We get some empire butterflies here now, so that's cool. This is a Japanese wine berry. Looks something like this. Fruit tree, horseradish, hazelnut, another giant rhubarb, hazelnuts. We have tobacco in here. Some cool tobacco plants after we had potatoes. And we're gonna smoke those. We have this berry something. Nasturtium still in flower. Yeah. And this cool little thing. Another grape. Some ukka. It's a root. And this is walnut, chili peppers, another butterfly bush, chamomile, this parsley, don't know, thyme. This is my herb spot. This is something. This is an oyster leaf, which tastes like oysters. This is Korean celery. Tarragon, another hops climbing up here. This is a daylily where you can eat the flower. Rosemary's, lavender, and this. Something here, mint, flower. Løpstikke in Norwegian. Chervil, another mint. Sage, tobacco again. That's a juniper. That was here when we bought the place. Fruit tree, nasturtiums again. In here, there's another hop plant, or 2 hop plants. Climbing up here. This is some kind of strange blackberry. Onions, perennial onions, walking onions. And all the asparagus from the small one to the big ones. Hopefully next year. Kale going to seed. And in here we have root celery, cabbages, and some stalk celery. And here we have some cauliflower that didn't work out, but we got some cabbage something. Nanking cherries. This was all potatoes. Cherry seedling. Or ukka. Cucumbers that didn't work out. Another Nanking cherry under there. This is all cucumbers. I think I got one. And that was it. Blackberries. Hazelnuts, more blackberries. I don't know. I put a cedar tree over here. Back areas. Zucchinis. Getting a bunch of zucchinis or squash. There was potatoes here. There's still some here. We got almost 100 kilos of potatoes from this place this year. So it's been very good. So yeah. A pink currant went in, and this is a yeah, whatever that is, and another gooseberry. Over here we have flowers, Nanking cherries. This is quince. Some more flowers. It's an apple tree. Roses, white roses. This giant thing is blackberries. black currants. More black currants that we're going to move to free up this fruit tree. All this is wild strawberries and regular strawberries, or gooseberries and blackberries. And this and that are, I think it's called Arctic raspberries, åkerbär. There's a plum tree which is struggling. Another blackberry, but I'm not sure if we're going to make. They're going to be ready before winter. More gooseberries, and that's mulberry. Here is a red elderflower, a little seedling plum, or walnuts. This is a giant something tree, which is supposed to be big. This is white currants. Still something here. Gooseberry. Another gooseberry. Black currants. There's a plum tree, I think. Fruit tree. These are the French strawberries called Marat de Bois, which taste like wild strawberries. And then we have things coming up like a red little plum, walnut. There's another cedar tree. I think this is a hazelnut. And we planted small trees and seeds everywhere last year. So things are coming up. I think these are plum trees. Same here. I could be wrong. We have an apple tree with actually 2 apples on. There was a couple more, but I ate those. Fruit tree down here. That's where the fence ends, and there's a cliff down there. Up here, crabapple, which is kind of cool. Another cedar tree. I think this is a quince. Mulberry, white mulberry. Down here is something I found. something. Flower thing. Cherry. Dwarf flower cherry. There's some plums coming up here, I see. Another, I think, cherry. And here is just things coming up like quince, oaks, something, more oaks, rhododendron. It's a willow tree. Some other things. There's a bunch of blackberries. I think that's it. So yeah.